Let's talk about Penguin Zero, the internet's favorite lazy content leech and self-proclaimed moral authority, at least when the cameras are rolling. This guy has somehow fooled millions of people into thinking he's a witty, insightful creator, when in reality, he's a sellout who'd spread his booty cheeks for the next honey-like sponsor without even flinching. That's the kind of person he is. Acting like a saint on camera while shamelessly sucking off any company that waves a check at him off camera. Take the Honey debacle, for instance. The only thing more embarrassing than Honey's shady practices is the fact that Penguin Zero was one of the influencers who promoted it in the first place. Oh, he'll act like he had no idea what Honey was up to. But let's be real. He didn't care. Reading terms and conditions? Doing basic research? Nah, that would take actual effort. And effort isn't exactly his strong suit. Instead, he took the money, smiled for the ad, and moved on. Now, when public sentiment turns against Honey, he's scrambling to hop on the outrage train like the opportunistic parasite he is. And what does he offer in this so-called takedown of Honey? Nothing. Literally nothing. He sits there, watches someone else's work, narrates the obvious, and acts like he's making some grand contribution. It's not commentary. It's lazy reaction content dressed up with a few lame jokes that barely land. Honestly, if you find this guy funny or insightful, I have bad news for you. Your standards are lower than the floor. Let's not ignore the glaring hypocrisy here. He's out here wagging his finger at Honey while conveniently forgetting that he was one of their loudest promoters not so long ago. It's laughable. If another company just like Honey approached him tomorrow with a sponsorship deal, you'd hear the faint sound of cheeks clapping as he tells them, "Get in." That's the reality of who he is, a guy who pretends to care about integrity on camera while selling out to the highest bidder behind the scenes. And the sad part? People eat this up. If you're someone who watches Penguin Zero and thinks, "Wow, this guy is really sticking it to the man," you're the punchline of the joke. He's not sticking it to anyone, he's just recycling drama for clicks and cash. You're enabling a guy who contributes absolutely nothing to the platform while pretending he's some kind of internet messiah. At least Honey, for all its faults, offers something, however flawed it may be. Penguin Zero, on the other hand, offers nothing but second-hand outrage and half-assed jokes. He's the YouTube equivalent of an off-brand potato chip, stale, flavorless, and not worth the calories. Yet somehow, millions of people are munching away, convinced they're getting a gourmet meal. The worst part is how predictable it all is. His entire career is built on finding whatever's trending, throwing together a reaction video that requires zero effort, and collecting a fat paycheck. It's a rinse-and-repeat cycle of mediocrity, and somehow his audience keeps rewarding it. You'd think people would catch on by now, but apparently not. So here's the bottom line. Penguin Zero isn't some heroic truth-teller exposing corporate greed. He's a hypocrite, a sellout, and one of the laziest content creators on YouTube. If you want to actually hold him accountable, tell him this. When he makes a video featuring someone else's content, he should turn off monetization or donate the money to the person whose video he's reacting to. He should only keep money from videos that are 100% his own. Then maybe, just maybe, his audience will start to understand his real worth.